it's Christiana from Christy Gets Crafty, and it's been a long time since my last card making video, and I had a little free time today and I thought I'd try to shoot another one. So let's get started. I'm going to be using these papers here from Cosmo Cricut's Social Club collection. I just thought with the darker color palette, they're really great for fall, but they're non-traditional fall colors, so I thought that would be interesting to try to use. This one is called Cocktail, and it has a great polka dot with different patterns inside. And that's the back. This one is called Blue Eyes, and it's like a peacock feather motif with a really interesting stripy pattern. This one is like a typography print. It's called Jazz, and it has a great kind of like a school ledger theme going on in the back. And then I have these tags. These are called the Elements, and there's all different things you can cut up and use in different ways. And there's different patterns on the back. And then I just have a piece of basil cardstock. It's cut to 5.5 by 8.5, which I'm going to fold in half to make a standard 5.5 by 4.25 card. So I'm going to cut up some pieces of these pattern papers, and I'll be back in a minute to get started. Okay, I'm back, and I've trimmed down my pieces here, and I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these to my card front. I'm going to be using my Scotch ATG. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to my card front. Always open up your card and make sure you're going the right way. Okay, and then this one's going to come next. That one's going to nestle right inside. So I have a little bit of a border around the edge, which is about 1/8 of an inch. That looks good. And the bottom doesn't matter because that's going to be covered up with some pattern paper here. And then I've got this little strip here, and my sentiment is going to go right on there. So, and that piece, which I trimmed out, just leaving a little bit of a border, that's going to go right there eventually. But first now I'm going to do some stamping. And I'm going to be coloring with Copic markers, so I'm just putting an extra piece of white cardstock underneath so there's no bleed through. And I'm going to be using these two stamp sets from Lawn Fawn. The turkey here, which I'm going to attempt to turn into a peacock. And then this sentiment here, Love Life. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp out my turkey. And I'm going to be using some Tsukaneko Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I'm just going to take a baby wipe and carefully wipe off the turkey's little, oh, I can't think of what it's called, but you know what I mean. And we're going to stamp that right down. And there. That looks like a peacock to me, and it will even more once we get it colored. Okay, I'm going to be using some Copic markers. I just pulled these from my collection because I thought these went best with the papers. I have BG18, BG15, BG13, and BG11. And then I also have G24, G21, and G20. And then I have YR23, YR21, YR09, and YR04. So I'll just be using these, and I'm going to probably speed up this part of the video so it doesn't bore you, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, and there's our peacock image. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out with my scissors now. And now I'm just going to take this piece here, and I'm going to ink up his feet because I had to cut them off and stamp them. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to take a little Tombow Mono Multi-Glue and just glue him down over top. Okay. So now we'll take that and I'm going to stamp the sentiment next. Just going to center it right there. Okay, and now I've got this ribbon that I just picked up at Hobby Lobby. It was $2.99 for 3 yards. And I've cut a piece here into like a little flag shape. And that's going to go right there. And I know it's a little bit flamboyant, but I thought that would be perfect to go with the peacock because peacocks are flamboyant. So I'm just going to use some score tape to adhere that. And then I've got this little bow that I tied with a little bit of button twine from Paper Tray ink. And that's going to go right there. So I think I'll just use another little piece of score tape for that. That's going to go right there. And then that's going to go right there. Just press that down, make sure all the adhesive is down. Okay, and this is the finished card. What I did was I added some of these Queen & Company pearls in sunflower yellow just to dress up the front. And then I took some extra pattern paper and another one of those tags. I just threaded it with a little more of the button twine. And I put that in there so you can write a message to the recipient. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.